In a dramatic series of events that unfolded during extreme winter training exercises, BTS member Jungkook was airlifted by helicopter, sparking widespread speculation and concern. What led to this unprecedented incident involving the global superstar? How did the military division handle the situation? And what does this mean for the star's future? Here's the full story that will leave you with both answers and new questions. The sub-zero temperatures and relentless winds of the Korean highlands are no stranger to those serving in the military. Yet, few expected that Jungkook, one of the most celebrated performers in the world, would face such conditions head-on as part of his mandatory service. This winter, the idol, along with his peers, participated in an intense cold-weather training program designed to push soldiers to their physical and mental limits. Reports suggest that the incident occurred during the final leg of the exercise, a 72-hour survival challenge in a mountainous region where temperatures plummeted to an unforgiving -25 degrees Celsius -13 degrees Fahrenheit. The drill included navigating rugged terrain, constructing shelters, and enduring exposure to the elements with limited resources. But as the exercise progressed, a cascade of unforeseen complications forced military officials to make a swift and critical decision. Jungkook's evacuation, captured in blurry photos and videos that soon went viral, left fans and critics alike scrambling to piece together the truth. Initial speculation hinted at frostbite, hypothermia, or exhaustion as potential culprits. Witnesses described the star appearing pale and unsteady before being escorted to the waiting helicopter. However, official statements were scarce, fueling a wave of rumors that ranged from exaggerated injury claims to unfounded conspiracy theories about preferential treatment. Why was Jungkook, out of all the participants, airlifted? Was the evacuation a sign of a serious health crisis, or was it a precautionary measure? The military division in charge of the training finally broke its silence, revealing details that both clarified and complicated the narrative. Colonel Park Jin-woo, spokesperson for the division, addressed the incident in a press briefing. During routine winter training, Private John Jungkook experienced symptoms consistent with early-stage hypothermia. The decision to evacuate him by helicopter was made as a precaution, in line with our commitment to the safety and well-being of all personnel. The colonel emphasized that Jungkook had completed the majority of the training program and displayed remarkable resilience throughout. This incident is not a reflection of any lack of effort or capability on his part. Winter training is inherently risky, and our priority is always to prevent harm before it escalates. While the statement was meant to reassure, it left room for further questions. The reaction from fans, also known as ARMY, was swift and emotional. Social media platforms exploded with hashtags like #StayStrongJungkook and #ProtectOurSoldiers. Messages of concern poured in, with fans expressing admiration for Jungkook's bravery, but also frustration over the circumstances that led to his evacuation. Why was he pushed to such extremes in the first place? One fan tweeted. He's giving his all for his duty, but where's the line between dedication and danger? Some critics accused the military of exposing a high-profile recruit to unnecessary risks for the sake of optics, while others defended the rigorous nature of the training, arguing that it was a vital part of military preparedness. Though Jungkook has yet to address the incident directly, sources close to the star revealed that he remains determined to fulfill his service duties. He's taking this as a learning experience, said an insider. He knew military life wouldn't be easy, but he's committed to seeing it through with the same passion he brings to his music. Still, the ordeal has raised broader questions about the challenges faced by celebrities serving in the military. Jungkook's evacuation has reignited debates about the treatment of high-profile individuals in the armed forces. Are they given preferential treatment, as some critics claim, or are they held to even higher standards? And how does their fame impact their ability to integrate into military life? Military analysts argue that the scrutiny faced by celebrities can make their service uniquely challenging. Every move they make is under a microscope, said Dr. Kim Soo-min, a defense expert. This creates additional pressure, which can sometimes lead to misunderstandings about their capabilities or actions. Despite the controversy, Jungkook's determination and courage have become a source of inspiration for many. Fellow soldiers reportedly praised his perseverance during training, describing him as humble, hardworking, and eager to learn. This narrative of resilience resonates deeply in a world increasingly attuned to the mental and physical demands of military service. As Jungkook recovers and prepares to return to duty, the incident serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of life in the armed forces. Fans are eagerly awaiting updates on his condition, as well as his reflections on the experience. For now, the spotlight remains on the military division's handling of the situation and the broader implications for the relationship between fame, duty, and resilience. What does Jungkook's story teach us about pushing boundaries, facing adversity, and the delicate balance between ambition and self-preservation? Perhaps the greatest surprise lies in his ability to turn this moment of vulnerability into yet another chapter of growth. A testament to his enduring spirit both on and off the stage. In the days following the evacuation, media coverage of the incident only intensified. News outlets, fan forums, and social media platforms became battlegrounds of differing opinions. While many rallied around Jungkook, celebrating his bravery and commitment, others questioned the necessity and fairness of such high-stakes training for someone in his position. Some commentators argued that the extreme conditions of the training were a testament to the harsh realities faced by soldiers, regardless of their celebrity status. Others felt the risks were avoidable, citing Jungkook's worldwide influence and the potential diplomatic repercussions of a serious injury to a figure so cherished in South Korea. The military division's handling of the evacuation also came under public scrutiny. Critics questioned whether the decision to deploy a helicopter for one individual, albeit a precautionary measure, reflected a misuse of resources or favoritism. However, defense officials stood firm in their response. Colonel Park Jin-woo reiterated that the decision to prioritize safety was non-negotiable. Whether it's Private John or any other soldier, we adhere to strict protocols when a medical emergency is suspected. Lives cannot be weighed against the optics of public perception. The debate reignited a broader conversation about how the military navigates the intersection of duty and public relations, particularly when high-profile figures are involved. As the incident unfolded, speculation about how Jungkook's family and BTS bandmates were coping with the news began to surface. Although his family has chosen to remain private, sources close to them expressed relief that he received immediate medical attention. Meanwhile, members of BTS subtly acknowledged the situation through cryptic posts on social media, emphasizing themes of resilience and support. Fans interpreted this as a show of solidarity, with the group reminding the world of their unbreakable bond. Suga, who recently completed his military service, reportedly shared words of encouragement for Jungkook during a private conversation. "He knows better than anyone what it means to push through challenges," said a source. "Their camaraderie is as strong as ever."